Got a little bit of a different kind of video today. So I've been working at my job now for close to, yeah, it is 7 months. And when I first was accepted as an employee, they had an orientation. Yeah, that's where they take the people that are coming in and they sit them down and talk about what the person can expect from the job, what they need to know. And one of the things that I remember distinctively being told about was that as an employee, I was entitled to a 50% discount on my meals, and the only exceptions would be if other people were with me, like I had a group of people, then they weren't going to give it to me because it's like you're using it to feed other people, but and in some large number especially. But that was the only thing I heard about, any kind of like restrictions on it, and that it was only applicable at the restaurant I worked in, right? So like in a franchise, the one you work at is the only one you can use that, which I thought was nuts. Um, because the place is like 20 something miles from my house, and there's one that's like a mile from me that I can't get my discount on at. I think it's goofy, but I played along with this, and a lot of times they have me come in for late shifts. Shifts that sometimes don't start until 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I don't get off until 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Time periods where by the time you get off, it's so late that most food places are closed. So I devised a strategy where I would order two of the type of food I eat from there so that I could eat one before I go in and one after I get off. That way I'm not hungry. And for the last, I think 2, 3, 4 months, I get there about an hour early because I leave 2 hours ahead of when my shift is supposed to start, just to make sure I'm never late because traffic and on the freeway and all these other places can just be you just can't predict it sometimes. And I go in there, I place my order, I say I want two of this. They give it to me, and this thing that normally is like $10 a piece, it's like 11 to 13 depending on if I like put in the add-ons or whatever, but it's usually somewhere in that like early tens in terms of the price. And this has been the case for again several months. It's something I do so that I can have something to eat when I get there and then when I leave from there because of how late I get off. 2 Fridays ago, Friday before this one, there's a manager, and this person hasn't been around as long as the other ones have at that particular place, so I figured maybe it was her negligence. And whenever you want to order something and you're an employee and you have to like you're like, hey, can I apply my discount? It has to run through a manager. Now each other one, they just type some number thing in there and then it's half off. I could order five of something and it would be $50, but then after they do discount, it's like 25. It's just that's how it is. That's how it's been anyway. And when this lady does it, it goes from it's like 28 to 20. And I look at the screen, I'm kind of confused, like what the, because like it's almost like she reads my expression and she says, "Your discount only applies to one combo per order." And I again, I'm attempting to maintain some professionalism, so I just agree to pay the thing. But this is where it starts to occur to me in my mind. Okay, well, I guess I just won't order from here anymore because if they're gonna start trying to like I don't even know what you call it, find cheap ways to circumvent me not paying full price for something that these bastards told me I wouldn't have to pay full price for when I started working there. I can just go eat somewhere else. But I thought to myself, maybe this is just an oversight on her part, right? Maybe because this is the only time it had happened up to this point. So I go there a day later, a few days later for my next shift, and it's back to the usual early tens. The manager that does it that time gives it to me half off, like it's stated it's supposed to be. And I figure, okay, so that was just like a fluke on her part, whatever. They have these instances where people who are not regular employees at the place, these like upper level managers will show up and they're there to make sure that everything is being done. They're like maintenance people. They're of a higher authority, but they're also there to make sure that stuff is done according to the rules, and just there to check out if the place is being run at a level that is consistent with the quality standards that they themselves would claim to love so much. So I go in there yesterday, and I do my usual thing, right? Two of this, right? Eat one before I go and eat when I get off. And the one of the like this maintenance manager, one of the higher ups, whatever, is there. And as he goes to apply discount, he's like, you know that if you get two, you can only use your discount for one. So you just want one. And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. So it totals to like $6 or whatever. But I said to myself, okay, this is getting kind of insane, because you're telling me that if I want to use my discount, which was stated to me to be 50% off no matter what the hell I order back when I first started working at this stupid place, I need to buy one of something to get it half off and then get back in line to buy it again for half off, or like, I guess, buy it on Monday for half off and then wait until Tuesday to buy it again for like it is absolutely nuts. But I figured, this is this thing that they don't understand why it would upset me. It probably means a lot more to me than them, right? And when I'm doing my work later on, one of the other managers, who I guess is like more, they're not confronting me over it. They're like, hey, did what's his name get mad at you for trying to order half off? And I was like, I guess so. And they're like, oh yeah, he said that he has to. Does he always do that? And I was like, oh no. And I said, I mean, hey, I can eat somewhere else. But I thought it was like, that's kind of nuts that somebody tries to order using their discount, and you, I guess, go around trying to see if they're uh, using it. I guess you're trying to like investigate if they're going and attempting to order from there multiple times while using the discount that they are entitled to per your own rule. Like it's really crazy. And maybe I haven't done that good of a job of articulating why it bothers me so much, but I'll put it this way. I look at the discount as one of the few tangible benefits I can get from working at that place, that I can feel almost daily. You drive somewhere that's 20 something miles away, you put in anywhere from 4 to 7 hours multiple times a week, and by the time you get over there in the usually in the latter part of the afternoon, early part of the evening, you're hungry, right? It's around like lunchtime, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, or dinner rather. And again, a lot of times when you get off, these other places that sell food are closed. So once you get out of there for the night, unless you bought something preemptively, you just have nothing to eat. So for me, it's disturbing that one of the few benefits you get from being an employee at that place, um, they try as hard as they can to limit it, right? So first they tell you you can't use it at any of the other restaurants, which instantly makes me not even want to eat at the place anymore, because it's like, again, why do I have to drive 20 something miles just to get a burger half off? But then you also stick this new stipulation: burger, salad, whatever, or bread, or chicken, just any of that stuff. Why do you have to drive 20 something miles just to get that anything half off from over there? But then you also put this new stipulation in place, or this inconsistent stipulation, I should say, where you want to also try to tell this person, oh yeah, you can have a discount, but it can only be per one item per, or just it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And when I left from there yesterday, because I ate like half the burger after I got it yesterday, and then like the other half when I came back, I thought to myself, I said, here it is. You put in all these hours at this job, over 600. I looked and saw the total they had on their website, and the only thing you want from them, it's not even free food. It's discounted food that was told to you when you first started as an employee there that you were entitled to, and they find a way to screw that up multiple times. See, I think I'm going to end up going on like I'm not going to say no protest, but I definitely don't think I'm ordering from there anymore. I never thought it would be this difficult to just have a discount when you order from somewhere, but they find a way to cheat you out of some money. Anything to stop me from getting $9 off. Am I right? I said, man, it's like, I make my jokes about stuff, but when you see things like that, it makes me sick to my stomach, because it's not someone wanting something free. It's literally, you tell the person it's this way, right, for months, and then all of a sudden you try to switch it on them, and then you expect them to just get along with it. Like, they used to have free food until I guess there was some controversy because it was discovered that some of the employees were purposely making food for themselves to take home. You know, just like they used to have stuff for free, and then they went out of their way to prevent people from getting it because, you know, whatever. But now they're also trying to stop somebody who's entitled to a discount from being able first to even use that discount at most places, but then also try to limit it further by stipulating that he can only use it for one. And again, it's like, understand the insanity of this. If he wants to get 2 burgers half off, he can't just order them together. You can't just order them together. You have to or 2 salads or whatever. If I want to get 2 of the same thing, or really 2 of anything half off, I have to order from there, order 1 item, right? And then get that half off, and then get back in line, and who knows how long the line is in this particular scenario, and then order that separate. Like, it's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb, and it's greedy, and it's just insane that you even have to put up with that as someone that works for these people. That's why I said, when I state that companies don't care about their employees, I'm not even talking about like low wages or whatever. I'm just saying, like, they look for ways to cheat the people that work for them and treat them like trash. And it could be subtle stuff like, oh yeah, you have a discount, but it only works at this one particular restaurant that's dozens of miles away, that's like over a dozen miles away from your house. Or they do it in more overt ways. Oh, you have a discount, but it only applies for 1 item per order. And then had the nerve to try and act like they were going to investigate me for just trying to use the damn thing that I'm entitled to as an employee. So in the future, I'm going to try as hard as I can to never order from there again. I'm tired of being treated like trash by the same people who act like they appreciate you. They don't give a damn about you. All these jobs are the same. If they're not hiring to fire, they're still looking for some way to screw you out of some money. That's all they do.